Hello, everyone. Welcome to the commentary zone. We're having a little technical issue. Jamal is trying to get logged in, so I'm starting off until he gets here. Today, we will be talking about the Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 7, Sistervention. Okay. This episode was a little for me. Hi, Gatatua. As everyone enters the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up because we asked you to. Here's a quick summary of what I saw in this episode. Kaylon, who I don't really like, invites the ladies down home to the farm. We have another therapy session for Marie and her family. Antoinette goes on a chilly date. Essie counsels Marie on Cedric, who's missing in action again. Letitia and Tambra go back to City Hall to make amends. Tambra has a second date with Demond. And then Tambra hosts a sistervention for Letitia that goes sideways. Let's start off with this little episode. Okay. I'm not used to doing this by myself. I miss having someone to talk to. Does anyone want to come up with me? Considering I only have like 2 people in the chat, Kadir. Okay, let's start off with this episode. Kaylon wants to buy a goat because she's tired of mowing her own lawn. So she invites the girls to a farm and so they can help her pick out a goat. I don't even know what was the purpose of this episode. The ladies that show up, it's Melanie, it's Antoinette, and Latrice. They come dressed like they're going to brunch with heels and all glammed up. And Kaylon's over there in her Wellingtons looking very much at home on the farm. I don't understand why she's mowing her own lawn. Why doesn't she just hire a gardener? It would just be so much more easier. But whatever. They hang out for a little bit. Latrice doesn't like the animals. That's about it. Oh, and Latrice tells them about her anniversary fiasco. Let's see. The next scene, we see Marie and Dr. Chandler has come over to her house this time, and they're going to counsel Jerez and 2 of his children's mothers. The third one could not show up. Here we have Jamal. Hello.
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries. I've been babbling on a bit. I gave the summary already, and we could go back to the scene on the farm. It was stupid. I didn't understand why it was there. I don't particularly like Kaylon, so I might be a little bit jaded.
Yeah, I understand why if I'm a girl's day out, you're gonna go to a farm so you can pick out a goat. Yeah, next.
My thought was, why don't you just get a gardener if you don't want to mow your own lawn? And where's her husband?
Exactly.
It was just weird to me. It didn't make any sense. I just started talking about Dr. Chandler coming over to Marie's house.
Okay.
For the counseling session with Jerez and 2 of his 3 children's mother. And this is where we find out about Marie's lupus. I think she also says she has fibromyalgia.
Yes.
She's on 12 pills a day plus an injection. And when she takes her medication, she really can't be responsible for children.
Right.
So she misses her medicine in order to take care of those children. That's a dangerous thing.
That was my situation. I was I'm like, she needs a lot of help, and the fact that I just kind of feel like they aren't helping her out the way they need to. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. I only blame Jerez for this because I'm not sure whether those young ladies know about her medical history. But Jerez does. and he has caused his mother no end of stress and aggravation, which is not good for lupus. So, like, he should be doing better, in my opinion. But I guess not. um, she just asked that, you know, her health be taken into account, and the two women, they kind of make a truce and say, look, I don't expect us to be best friends, but if we could just be cordial, that would be great. And Marie asked them, you know, I shouldn't be your first point of contact with regards to the children. It should be their dad. And if it has to come back to me, then he should bring it to me. And you should never know that I've been involved, which is, I think, a basic request. I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, there isn't. I mean, there really isn't, because she she really shouldn't be trying to take care of everybody anyway. But since she does, I understand what she's trying to do to make it like, you can't call me for everything. Like, really,
Mhm.
these kids are not my responsibility; they're his.
Well, not only that, but it seems like she has a regular babysitting schedule with these kids. That's a
Hmm.
lot. And if you're working to support your kids, your husband, plus your grandkids, and then you got to babysit your grandkids?
Right.
And I mean, it didn't sound like she was saying, I'm never touching these kids again. It's just like, it seemed like she was almost begging, cut me some slack.
I agree. It's like she's saying, like, I can't be the one taking care of them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
I
I can't
and
be the first point of contact either.
right, because she's what it is. She's doing everything, and they're just sitting back.
Yeah. And this is true. I just saw this. Trey says he's so cavalier about how much his mom does for him. It's irritating. Yeah, he's just taking advantage. Um, and this is why I blame him more than the children's mothers, because they might not know her full medical history. I don't see her going around and broadcasting that, but he sure enough does. Uh, oh God. Wait, hold on. Lessa has a comment, or Lisa. My aunt has lupus and she's been suffering for over 45 years. Unfortunately, now she's battling lung cancer, can't do chemo, maybe more radiation, looking a quality instead of quantity. Oh my God, Lisa, prayers for your auntie and sending good juju. Oh my God, that's unfortunate, but we wish her the best. Um, Hold on. Black lavender. Oh, God. Marie should have gotten rid of her husband, especially if he ain't coming home. Anyways, that's very true. That's very true. Okay, so we'll wait to see if Jamal can get back up again. The next scene, we see Antoinette going on a date with her friend David. He's from Seattle. We're on to Antoinette's. No, I can't hear you. Okay, so Antoinette is on a date with David. He lives in Seattle, but she met him on a trip to Ghana that she took right after her divorce. I think David's also divorced. He has a little picnic set up for her, and she tells him about her new practice that she's building. She invites him to the sip and see, and he agrees to come back to Jackson to do the sip and see. Um, and he says that he wants to take her on a better date where it's not as cold. Somehow this scene didn't, like, he seems like a nice guy, but I don't see a connection there. I don't even see him as a rebound. He doesn't look like one of those people that would irrigate her properly. Honestly, I don't think she's attracted to him. I think he thinks, like, I think he's more into her than she is into him. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right. Oh, wait. He seemed to be a nice guy. I agree with you, Susan. He did seem to be a nice guy. Let's see. Yanni, I wasn't sure if it was a date or if he was gay. I'm confused. I was a little confused as well. Like I said, I didn't see chemistry between the two of them. They look like friends, yes, but I didn't see any chemistry. Um, Marie Marie didn't have the kids. The baby mama needs jobs. The son needs a job. Agreed. I mean, she's still raising her children. Again, Jerez, he's very inconsiderate. Oh God. Um, got to tour. You were sick? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're better and that you're back to work. Big hugs, big hugs. Let's see. Trey. She's not that into him. No, she isn't. I don't think she's attracted to him at all. Okay, so like the next scene, we see Marie and Essie. Essie's over there counseling Marie again regarding Cedric. Marie admits that she hasn't heard from Cedric, and Essie says that this is typical behavior from him. Essie tells Marie to try and call him because wherever Cedric is, his phone is never with him. How does she know that? But anyway, I digress. Essie then, when they can't get through to Cedric, he won't pick up. Essie reminds Marie that he's been gone while she's been sick before, and she needs to move forward. Um, I don't know why Marie needs Essie to tell her this. Marie seems so confident in everything else that she does, except where Cedric is concerned. I think she needs to make a clean break. She should have never remarried him because obviously his behavior has not changed from the first marriage to the second marriage. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Next scene is Letitia and Tambra. They go back to City Hall to meet with the councilman who's Tambra's cousin. And she wants to apologize to this councilman, but she opens up this conversation as if nothing has happened. If it were me and I know I need to apologize to this person, I would have opened up with the apology. But instead, she opens up with she needs his help because people aren't returning her calls. Awkward. The reason why they're not returning your calls is because of what happened at your brunch. It's a small town, word gets around, and now nobody wants to deal with you. That's why I would have opened with an apology. But I digress. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat, Letitia. What was Tambra wearing? It was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. That blue see-through duster thing, that looked like something that my mom took to the hospital when she was having me. She had a couple of colors. She had a green, she had a blue, she had a yellow, she had a pink, and they all came with the nightgown with the see-through duster over them. That was back in 1970. Okay, that was a really long time ago, and I'm not sure why Tambra was wearing that now. And she's always wearing these silly hats that just make her her head look small, but her weave look really, really big. Anyway, I'm sorry, Jamal. I'm just talking
can,
about Tambra
can
and
you hear
Letitia
me?
going to City Hall and what Tambra was wearing, that
Mm,
powder blue
right.
mess.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness, technology, technology, technology. I don't get Tambra at all to a degree. It's like why it's just like she doesn't really fit in with the others. Like her storyline doesn't fit in with the others outside of her hosting these brunches, which she's only hosted one so far.
Yeah.
I haven't learned. I guess I haven't really learned too much about her outside of her wanting to have a family, wanting to um, further her career.
Mm-hmm.
That's just about it, because I just don't find her that interesting.
You know what it is? It's what Black Lavender says. Her voice is annoying. So you automatically tune her out and forget about her. Because that's
Mm,
what I do. I want her to have a real voice and not this character voice that she puts on, because it's super, super annoying. I wish somebody in production had told her that.
yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
Damon said on their last date, I fell in with uh what, Tambra, not Tambra Cherie or something like that, I think is
Yeah.
what he said. So
Yeah.
even he sees a difference in her between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't really deny that.
Yeah. Okay, so I got sidetracked with her outfit, but after telling the councilman that she's not getting calls returned, this is Letitia, he says, well, it's because word got around about the brunch and nobody wants to get involved with that. She apologizes and says that's not, what that was a one-off thing. She apologizes, and he still says he's going to help her. Uh, and the reason is because he gave his word and because Tambra is his cousin. So he's going to help her. Ay, ay, ay. It's only now that Letitia realizes that her reputation's on the line. Really? Really? Oh my God. Okay. The next scene is Tambra going on a second date with Demond. That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Demond?
Yes.
Okay. Um, Here's where I turned off. When she started squealing about those stupid pink roses. I maybe it's a pitch or a tone that's not registering with me that her voice goes to. It's not very pleasing. It's unbecoming and irritating, and it makes me not want to like her.
It just seems produced.
You know what? After this show, I'm gonna go and look up and see if I can find any of her radio shows online and see what her voice sounds like. Because I wonder if they modulate it a little bit
Mm,
so it doesn't sound so shrill on the
got it.
radio. Because I can't see her having an audience with that voice. But maybe they like it. I don't know. Um, so she tells him about the issue with the girls, that she's hosting a sistervention. She tells him about the doctor's appointment and that she'll probably have to have another surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and that you know she's really she doesn't have time to really think about this. Her window is closing. So
Right.
then she, looks at him and she says, she thinks that he would make a really great father, and she appreciates him, I guess, for just listening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. May the force be with me.
I mean, most definitely,
Try.
but I think it's more. It's the same. It's the same discussion every episode with her.
Yeah,
The same discussion.
yeah,
You've been known you have a small window. Like you started,
yeah,
like I think episode one saying your window wasn't that big. So
yeah,
and we're in episode seven, and you're still
yeah.
having the same conversation. You still haven't made any kind of choice. I'm just not interested anymore. Like when you make a firm decision and move forward, let me know. Then you can come back on my screen. Other than that, you can go now.
Mm-hmm. Um, I just don't get how she fits into this whole scenario, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come by the end of the season. I
What
don't
it
know.
is that she is Letitia's friend and hosts her brunches. That's their only connection.
But I don't even believe the brunches. Like that took me a while to believe that was actually a pre-existing business.
Mm,
I still don't even think that's for real.
gotcha.
Anyway, Basically, I'm thinking this is a lot of this is made up for this show.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry to be so negative about it, but that's how it's coming across to me. Um, then we get to the Sistervention day, and Tambra invites over Melanie, Antoinette, and Latrice first for like a pre-talk with regards to how they are going to approach um, Letitia on this, because they want, I don't know what they hope to accomplish with this, because they know that Letitia and Marie are thick as thieves. What makes you
Exactly.
think that Letitia is actually going to take in that information based on the last 7 episodes? Okay. Um, so they talk about Letitia and well, basically Marie before Letitia gets there. It's already hot and out of control by the time the doorbell rings. Tambra takes a glass of wine to the door to welcome her guests into the bloodbath. And Letitia is quick on the pickup and realizes that this get together is about her. I think this was all wasted footage. Like, this entire episode was a waste for me.
Yeah, this is stupid because why are you going to basically confront somebody about their friendship? And you
Mhm.
never really addressed an issue. I mean, it was addressed, but basically all they could have said is this. This is how we see it.
Mhm.
You know, Marie has been the center of 2 altercations at your brunch, which is supposed to be about empowerment, and she's attacked people. And you've done nothing to correct her behavior or talk to her about her behavior. So if you don't feel like she's done anything wrong, that's great. It's your brand, it's your business, but I will not be a part of it. And then you leave.
Yeah, it by the time I got to this part, it was painful, because then Antoinette started arguing with Tambra, and I didn't understand the face that Antoinette was making. It was horrible. I didn't understand what they were fighting about. They went totally off
I understand
topic.
what it is. What Anton was saying, like, look, like who are you to jump in and try and mediate? These women are just not going to get along. Why are you getting involved? And she had a point because what should happen is Latrice and Letitia need to have a serious conversation about that
Mhm.
and move forward because Latrice was the one who had the altercation with Marie, and Marie started it. Like, and Latrice has a right to feel how she feels because she's all. I came to your brunch, hoping to be empowered. Your friend attacked my business, and you did nothing. And that is
Mhm.
a fair assessment and a fair criticism.
Mhm.
So I think that's where internet was going because don't get involved in that. That's a conversation between those two. But the problem is people aren't really being honest with Letitia. I mean, like really, really honest. Like this is what happened. This is why these 2 brunches went left, and you're ignoring it. If you choose to ignore it, I'll just choose not to support you, and you just leave it there. Because in reality, they don't need Letitia, and that's her problem. To me, that's a
Yeah,
core
Letitia
issue.
needs them.
That's her core issue. Marie is not going to fund everything for you, but you're going to choose her side against everyone else. No, ma'am. You need them. They don't need you.
Okay, so I see where you're coming from. I just didn't see the need for the argument during the middle of this, because the purpose of it was to address Letitia. But
Mhm.
instead, you 2 buffoons stood up and started arguing amongst each other while Letitia sat there and laughed at y'all dumbasses.
Right.
Like, it made no sense to me. None whatsoever. And it just, I don't it's just very tiresome, quite honestly. Um Antoinette has a private one-on-one with Latrice, and she's worried about She's overwhelmed and she's worried about the build out being done on time, and she has a lot on the line. And what if it doesn't work? She's going to be bankrupt. La 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 la. This is what you call getting into business on your own. Deal with
Yeah.
it. What I left this episode with one major question. If Marie has 10 whole businesses and she can support a small village all on her own, why is all of her furniture up on stilts? Can
They could
anyone
be.
answer that for me?
I mean, unless they're in the flood zone, I don't know.
But you've got 10 businesses and you're a multi-millionaire. Wouldn't you move out of the flood zone? Wouldn't you
Not
not
if it.
have your furniture on risers?
But you have to realize she has to take into account her businesses, her son, and all her children and her baby mamas. So I have a feeling wherever she's living is probably central to everything. So moving probably wouldn't be an option. Because that's a lot of people to take into account about where you live. Because they're all dependent on you. Everyone.
I would not want my living room furniture to be on bed risers with filming coming in. Like, no, it's not always raining there. Maybe she's tall. Lisa, you. She does look like a statuesque person, but no. I just every time they go to her house and I see that, I'm like, what is going on here?
But isn't all of Letitia's stuff on risers too? You mentioned on stilts, didn't you say that?
No, it's always been Marie.
It's always Marie. Okay.
Yes. She's got like that those big fluffy couches, and they're all on those bed risers that you get from Bed Bath and Beyond for $10.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll go with the flood zone.
That excuse isn't working for me anymore. It's not always raining there.
True.
Have we seen it rain at all? I don't think so.
Wait. Once, I think. Yes, when they went to the museum. I think it was raining.
Oh, okay.
And it was raining this episode when they went to go visit the councilman for the second time. Because they had their umbrellas.
So maybe her house was flooded during both of those scenes.
It's possible.
It's probably like people have plastic on furniture. My mom had plastic on furniture for like decades. I don't think, no. Risers, no. No. I don't know. I would think if she was so wealthy and such a multimillionaire, she would not be living in a flood zone. I don't care how central she needs to be. No. No. Okay, and that was the episode. That was the Belle Collective, season 1, episode 7, Sistervention. Carlos King needs to get this show in order. I'm losing interest rather quickly.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. If you guys have any comments, leave them below. Tell us where we went wrong. Tell us what we're not seeing. Tell me, give me a good explanation about those risers. I really need to know. Leave your comments below. Give us a thumbs up for the review or what there was of it. I do apologize. I'm not used to being solo. I like my partner with me.
Sorry, you guys.
No. Well, let me tell you, it's always a fun day here at the commentary zone. Hey, rounds 1. Maybe the risers are to help older people get up from the seats if it's just the sofas and chairs.
That makes sense.
Hmm. So she's taking care of senior citizens too?
Oh, but
Oh,
it's her
wait, what about
body.
her lupus?
Yeah, her body. She probably can't get up
Ah.
from low like seats. Probably because she's in a lot of pain.
Okay, I will take that. Thank you, Rounds. I'll take that until the next time when I see her with both of her feet cocked up on top of her office desk, showing off her imitation red bottoms.
True.
Okay, wait. What does Susan say? Hold on. I have risers at kitchen table so my mom's wheel can get under. Okay.
Yeah. I think Rounds is right. It's probably it has to do with her, the combination of her health that she probably just can't get up because she might get stuck.
So how is she taking care of those kids so often?
Not easily, which is why she's speaking up now.
Hmm. And the fibromyalgia could play into it.
Yeah.
um. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Again, leave your comments below. We do read them. We do respond. Give us a thumbs up because we asked you to. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you're sent an alert every time we release new content. And most importantly, tell a friend. Have them join the conversation because we need more people to talk to just in case Jamal's audio is acting up and I'm here stuck all by myself again. Don't do that to me no more.
Sorry,
Oh my
guys.
God, guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.